Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to draft and cut a basic skirt pattern with a board contour, just like this one that you're seeing here. You can do this directly on your fabric and you can also do it on the paper. So I'm going to start with the front pattern, and I already went ahead to mark my vertical measurements, which includes the waistline, hip line, knee line, and the skirt line. So you go ahead and do the same thing. So we are doing it on the fabric. You fold your fabric into 4. So on this top line, which is the waistline, I'm going to take my measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for dart if you want to have a dart on your skirt. But for this particular one, I'm not going to have a dart, but I'm still going to demonstrate how to take a dart on your waist. So you measure and mark. On the hip line, you take your hip circumference measurement divided by 4, then you are going to mark. So whatever you have on the hip line, you measure on the knee line if you want to have a straight skirt. But if you want to make it pencil, you are going to reduce the measurements you want to use on the knee line. Okay, so but I'm going to demonstrate the straight line first. So whatever you have on the knee line, you're going to measure on the skirt length as well. So this is from this skirt length, you connect back to the knee line. So this is a long skirt, it's going to get to my ankle. So depending on your length, so whatever measurement you're working with, you go ahead and measure from your waist down. Okay, so what you're going to do, just like you see me doing here, I'm going to connect back to the knee, and from the knee you connect back to the hip with a curve ruler. This demonstration is for those that might want a straight skirt just from the hip straight down. If you do not want to have any kind of shaping, or you don't want a pencil skirt. Okay, so I'm going to use a faint line first so that we'll not have multiple lines. Then from your hip line, you connect back to the waistline. Sorry, I had to change the ruler, someone else wants to use it. So now, then from the hip you connect back to the waist like so. All right, so but if you want to have a pencil skirt, you want to reduce the measurement on the knee line. So depending on how tiny you want it to be, you can remove 1, 2, or 2.5. 2.5 is the maximum you can use, except if you are working with a stretchy material to have a slit, right? You can use 2.5. So but for me, I'm going to be taking 1 inch from that knee line. Okay, then down from that 1 inch, I'm going to connect back to the hip line. You can go as far as taking 1.5. This will always give you a more pencil shape. So but for this one, I'm going to use 1.5. okay, from that 1.5 I'll connect back to the hip line, and from the 1.5 again. So you can also use a straight ruler if you do not have a curve ruler. Then on that point, if you have a sharp point, you are going to blend it. I hope you get my explanation. So after this now, whatever you have on the knee line, so I'm going to take the measurement I have on my knee line, I'm going to take it on the skirt length, then I'm going to reconnect. Okay, so please, I hope we get the way I explained it now. All right, so from my skirt length, I'm going to connect back to the knee line. If you are doing this directly on your fabric, you go ahead and add your sewing allowance and your side seam. I mean sewing allowance if you want to add lining, then the side seam. So on this knee line now, so depending on how tight you want the knee to be, okay, so you're still going to have your slits. For the waist dart now, you're going to use your nipple to nipple measurement or your bust span divided by 2. So from the center front now, you go ahead and measure forward half of your nipple to nipple measurement. So I'm working with 7 inches, so I'm going to be using 3.5 inches. So from the center front, I'll go ahead and measure 3.5 inches. Then we're going to determine the length of the dart. So between 4 to 4.5 inches is the max you can use for a front dart. So I'm going to go ahead and measure the 4 inches like so. If you are doing it on a fabric, make sure you had your sewing allowance at the top, so you had half inch to whatever you're measuring. Then I'm going to connect with a straight line back to the waist. Then beside this line, I'm going to take 0.5 on both sides. That's 1 inch. Remember, I added 1 inch to the measurements I took earlier. Okay, so we have taken the 1 inch for the dart like that. All right, so but because me, I'm not going to be having a dart, I'm going to take out 1 inch from this waist measurement. Okay, so I do not forget. If you are doing this on your paper, you write out your measurements, you write out a note that will make you understand that this is what and what you have on your pattern. But if this is your, but you are doing this on your fabric, you had your allowances immediately. Are we clear? You had it immediately. Please do not forget. You can also add your allowance on your paper as well. All right, you can also add it, but for the sake of whatever reasons, I'll decide not to add the allowance. Okay, So but if you want to add the allowance, you just go ahead and measure like this, whatever how many inches you want to use. So we are going to be using 1.5. You go ahead and mark 1.5 from the waist to the knee, and when you get to the knee area, you might decide to just reduce the allowances by ½ inch. So this waist dart, I'm going to remove it. I do not need it. Now I'm going to reduce my waist measurement by 1 inch because I said I do not want a dart on the skirts because of the design I want to create, so the dart will not be necessary. Now I'm going to reconnect back from my hip back to the waist like so. With this, we are done with the front, and we're just going to cut it out. Okay, so on the skirt length, I already added 1 inch for my folding allowance. Okay, so that one is constant for me. That's how I work. All right, so whatever allowances you need, please go ahead and add it if you have enough paper or if you are doing it on your fabric. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the margin line, then the original measurement line like so. For the back pattern, I already went ahead to measure and mark my zipper allowance, and I measured the vertical measurement, which includes the waistline, hip line, and the knee line, then the skirt length. So for this particular one, this particular line that we have here is going to be the center back line where we are going to start all our measurements from. Okay, so on the waistline, just like you did for the front, you are going to divide your waist circumference by 4. You measure and mark quarter of your waist measurement. If you want to have a dart, you had it, but remember I said I'm not going to have a dart on this skirt. Then on the hip line, I'm going to take my hip circumference measurement divided by 4. Remember, we are starting from this center back line. Then I'm going to connect from the waist to the hip directly like so. After connecting, I'm going to go ahead to the knee line. If you want to have a straight line, you can simply just measure and mark whatever you have on your hip line on your knee line. Okay, or you just go ahead and remove the measurement you needed. Okay, so back to the normal measurements. Then on the skirt length, I took the same measurement and I'm going to connect back to the knee line. Then I'm going to highlight the lines so that we're going to see clearly. Now let's work on the butt contour and the zipper area. So on the hip line, I have 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance. Now you come to the waistline. Because of the nature of our back, we need to do some kind of tightening around that part. So from the center back line, you go in by ½ inch. Then you will connect from that point to the hip line area, just like you see me doing. Okay, then from that point, you go ahead and measure and mark your zipper allowance measurement. So I'm using 1.5. I'm going to go ahead and measure it. So automatically I would reduce ½ inch from the zipper allowance area. Do you see the way I connected it? This is how it should look like. So you come to the knee line again, then you're going to subtract ½ inch from whatever you have on the knee line. You can go as far as 0.75. This depends on how fitted or how tiny you want the skirt to look or to be. And at the same time, you need to put your comfort in mind. So I would suggest you just use ½ inch. Then from the knee, you connect back to the hip like so. Automatically, you are going to be having a kind of shape. Even before cutting out, you are going to be seeing that, okay, this thing is looking good. Okay, so on the knee line, I'm going to have 1 inch. On the hip line, I have 1.5. On the waistline, I have 1 inch as well. Yeah, 1.5, but it's not from the original measurement. So from the knee line, I'm going to connect back to the skirt length. I just hope we get my explanation. So what I did on the waistline, I went in by ½ inch from the original waist measurement. I reduced the waist circumference by ½ inch at the center back and reconnected back to the hip line. Just like you see me doing, by the time I highlight the line, you are going to see clearly by the time I'm done highlighting all of these lines. Okay, so the butt area has enough allowances and your exact measurements, your exact zipper allowance is still intact. So the measurements I have on each of these lines are not the same thing. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight all of this line, and that will be all for the drafting of the pattern. Please, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. So after this, I'm just going to cut off. So you are going to have allowances at the back as well. You go ahead and measure your allowance, then you mark it out. As you can see the way I'm cutting the back, that is how you should cut it. After, even before cutting out, you will see that you already contoured that part. So this is the easiest way for you to contour your body. This is the easiest and the simple. This is like the easiest, simple and fast way that I've discovered in doing your butt contour. Okay, so as you can see, the shape is not straight. Okay, just like our body is not totally straight. So after this, I'm going to go ahead and label my pattern. I write the zipper allowance, how many inches I have there, if I have allowances on the pattern, on the waistline, if I have allowance or not, so that I will not forget and go and take that again. I will label that I do not have a dot on it. Then I'm going to label the front and the back. Okay, so front is going to be on fold. Then now we're going to go ahead and measure the slit length. So for the slit length, you can use between 20 to 24 inches. That's the highest. Okay, or you go ahead and measure 1 inch away from your knee line or 1 inch above your knee line. Okay, so you can use that method if you don't want to do too much. So if I should measure from 1 inch above my knee, I have 22 inches, and 1 inch below my knee, I have like 20 inches. Okay, so when you are cutting and sewing your fabric, you decide on how high you want it to be. So guys, that will be all for the pattern. This is what it looks like. Automatically you see that the shape is shaping. Yes, as you can see, the hip area, the contour for the front and the back. So guys, I'm really sorry, this tutorial was supposed to be cutting and sewing. I already started cutting out, as you can see, but something came up with my phone, so I couldn't continue. So I'm going to be making another tutorial on how to cut and sew a basic skirt with both contour, and I promise you it's not going to take long. It's not going to be long at all. Thank you very much for always sticking by. Thank you very much for stopping by if this is your first time here, and do not forget to like this video. Please share, drop your thoughts in the comment section, like and subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so. Till we meet again in my next one. Bye bye.